Thank you for joining us again today. Today, PropRentSale is visiting Daimler Homes. I'm here with the CEO, Kwabena Ofori-Addo. This young man, I've watched his growth. I've seen his commitment. I've seen the energy with which he works. And what he's done blows my mind in terms of the number of years he's actually done this. And this is not just for property, it's also for the young people out there to know that it is possible. Whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. So, Kwabena, I'm here today. We are talking about what you've done. Just give us, I know this is Daimler Homes. I've seen the way you've worked. I believe in you. I believe in the work that you do. And but for the viewers out there who do not know you, what has been your journey? What do you come with? What is the experience you come with that sets you apart from other developers?
And thank you very much for this interview. I'm really honored that you chose Daimler Homes. What sets us apart? What is our experience? So for me, I have about 15 years of experience in property development. I started off as a subcontractor for various developers. And at the time, I was really amazed at what they were doing. In actual fact, I got exposed to luxury property development
Okay.
as about 2013 with Imperial Homes.
Okay.
Right. And, walking through all of the units or any of the units after development blew my mind. And I asked myself, are people living like this in Ghana? Because typically, right, at the time, you'd have few people having luxurious kitchens
Yes.
and all of that, fully fitted, right, wardrobes, walk-in or walk-in closets and all of that. And you enter development like, wow. So that piqued my interest.
Okay.
So I was into the supply and installation of doors and woodwork from Turkey.
Okay.
And through that, I went on to manage a real estate development company as from 2017
Yeah.
to 2022, end of 2022.
Yeah.
Right. And that's where I actually got, hands-on experience
Okay.
in managing development from A to Z. A, which is land acquisition,
Okay.
and Z is property management.
Wow.
So,
The whole process, end
the
to
whole
end.
process. So from designing to permitting to construction to sales to management and all of that. Even even troubleshooting. That's within the defect liability period. People taking delivery of their unit and having challenges and all.
Yeah.
You get to understand, or I got to understand that from there. So yes, Daimler is my graduation.
The certificate.
It says my certificate. So in 2022, I decided to leave and start something
Okay.
on my own, right? And it's also because I believe that there's something different I had to offer. And and as we walk through this interview, you'd understand what that difference is, what sets us apart. And by the grace of God, things are really moving on well.
I'm so excited. You see, this story it's very necessary for him to mention because I wanted to break the myth of he's young. Can we believe in him? Can we trust that when we put our investment in his hands, we are going to make our money back? But today we are in Nix Mana. That is his first development, and it's actually completed, fully sold. Only one unit left, and I know it's 18 units. So when I say fully sold, he started from 2022, as he mentioned,
Yes.
completed in
2023, September 2023.
15 months,
15 months,
basically,
approximately
to complete.
15 months.
And I know it's not a simple thing. So that tells you that whole credibility. They do what they say. They deliver it on time. And it's not just that. I know we'll talk a bit about Nix Mana in terms of we're in this 2-bedroom, which is up for grabs. It's the only unit left. It's beautiful, 2 floors. The space, what is the space? Tell me the space.
Yeah, so this is about 190 square meters.
Wow.
So
You
it's
don't
a
get that.
190 square meter duplex, right? And even the first bedroom is as big as a master bedroom in any development
Yeah.
anywhere. And the master bedroom has a very large closet, large area, large bed, and all of that.
It's amazing.
Yes, I really do love this space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's beautiful. Just the contact details are below. Contact PropRentSale. This is the last unit. And I know you've seen the beauty now. If you really want it, please contact us and it will be yours. But your next development, which is also complete, which is amazing, you understand why I'm interviewing him. It's also Avela.
Yes, Avela Prime.
Avela Prime.
Yeah.
Wow. So I actually forgot to tell the viewers, Nix Mana is in the center of East Legon. Great location. The road network is amazing.
Right.
What is the return on investment for anyone that is interested?
So currently, the minimum return on investment you should be looking at here is about 10%.
Okay.
Funny enough, from handover till date, we are usually about 85% occupied.
Wow.
Right. So it's actually, so you are likely to be making this 10% per annum on a regular basis. Yes. Anyway, so the good management practices here, homeowners and patrons are assured that that their investment would keep coming for a very long time to come.
That's good to know. So you know that you're not putting your money anywhere. So how do you actually make sure? I know you've mentioned you have 85% occupancy since you handed over to customers. What is the aftercare? How do you make sure that they do get that return? Like, what are the steps you take?
Okay. So the first thing is to understand that as a developer,
Mhm.
I am good at developing and may not be the best at property management. So I've partnered with a competent management company, that's SPH Properties, right? That are in charge of the management. And they are also, realtors. So they have a lot of clients,
Okay.
right? Coming down from the diaspora, coming to town, looking for places to rent. And that's how the lettings has been done here. So instead of Daimler saying that we want to do everything 360, we are actually identifying other companies, other young people who are good at what they do,
Yeah.
and plugging in with them to ensure that we get the desired outcome we want our patrons to experience.
Of course. No, that's good to know, because when you're buying a property, especially if you're buying it for investment, the end result is you want to make money.
Yes.
So the fact that you've actually thought that through, it's very good, and I'm sure it's very reassuring for our viewers as well, or
And,
any interest.
and talking to you, PropRentSale, I see rent in the middle. That's so yes.
All that we do the sales, we do the rental, we bring everything in.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Daimler would also want to plug in with PropRentSale to
Absolutely.
ensure that all our units are rented out as quickly as possible.
Exactly. So viewers, anyone that subscribes to PropRentSale, if you're in the diaspora and you're coming to Ghana and you need a place to stay, there are different locations that Daimler Homes do have. Just contact us and we will hook you with the best.
Yes, and for this, we would give you a 10% discount on.
I'm holding Kwabena to his word.
No, give you
Yeah.
yes.
10%.
10%.
Don't forget that.
On
No.
rentals. Yes.
Thank you for that. Okay, so I know we've spoken about Nyx Mana. So your next development, which is Avela Prime, after Nyx, which is also completed, those are townhouses, and they are in Ashale Botwe, right?
Well, yes, we marketed them as being in Ashale Botwe, but in all honesty, they are in Nanakrom.
Okay, what is the reason behind? Because I know we spoke about that behind, and I want to break some myths that people in the diaspora who have stayed there for donkeys of years, like myself sometimes, who are used to certain locations in Ghana. And when you hear of it, you think, am I coming back to the village? Am I coming back? Am I moving backwards or forwards? Tell us, and let's break some mix so people really understand prime locations and what the current state of affairs are in terms of locations in Ghana.
All right. So typically, we tend to judge, or the Ghanaians in the diaspora tend to judge names by what they are used to hearing.
Yes.
East Legon, Cantonments, Ridge, Jolu. We're used to hearing that.
Yeah.
Fortunately or unfortunately for us now, there are certain locations like Nanakrom,
Yes.
whose names don't sound, they don't sound like they are prime.
Yes.
But in actual fact, they are very prime in terms of road access, in terms of, the provision of amenities, light, water, internet, right?
Excellent.
And even and even access to restaurants and all of that, right? It's first class in some of these locations.
Yeah.
Right. But Ghanaians are not used to these locations yet. Right? And a chunk of the time when you talk to people out there, they are just basing it on, those times, let's say they knew about Oyarifa being very far, OEB and all of that. But Accra has expanded. right? And a lot of these locations are now, if not prime, right, they are next to prime,
Exactly.
right? And it's also good to invest in these locations, invest wisely, because when you understand how the location affects your investment, affects even people's interaction with their unit, with the development and all of that, you choose wisely. So you don't force yourself into East Legon and the rest if you do not have the finances, right?
Exactly.
You talk to competent people like yourself,
Yeah.
and then you can also guide them into making these purchases.
No. So you
Right.
see, PropRentSale, we do the legwork for you. We do our research. We bring you the best locations. We don't just join any developer. We make sure they are reputable. You are going to make your money back. That's the most important thing. So I like the fact that we are mentioning Ashale Botwe, because Avela Prime is a beautiful gated community as well of
Yes.
8 townhouses, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So with that one too, I know it's fully sold.
No, I still
Left
have
with
one unit available.
again, Nix Mana sold, left with 1 unit, 2-bedroom. Avela Prime to how many per
So
unit? How many rooms?
okay, so there was a mix of 3 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms with a BQ and 4 bedrooms.
Okay.
So there were 4 3 bedrooms,
Okay.
2 4 bedrooms, and then 2 3 bedrooms with a BQ.
Okay.
Right. And currently what is available is a 3 bedroom
Okay.
townhouse.
Townhouse.
Very spacious, fully fitted with ACs. The kitchen
Everything.
has a fridge, everything, a washing machine and all of that. Right. And the community has a gen set as well.
That's fantastic. No, I like that. So 3-bedroom up for grabs again. All the details are below in terms of the pricing and everything. Remember, it's always negotiable. We will make sure we tailor suit it to your pocket. So don't be scared. In life, you can never save to get it ready.
Right.
How do you make it easy in terms of the payment plans for maybe our viewers or people who are looking to buy,
Right.
to access these units that you have?
Right. So typically we try to plug them in from the time of construction. So when you come in at the start of construction, at least you have the lifetime of the construction period,
Yeah.
plus or minus 12 months after completion to make payments.
Did you hear that? You don't get that with many developers.
Right.
After the completion, after the handover, there's still 12 months.
12 months. So typically we give up to 36 months payment plan. That's for a development that takes averagely 24 months to construct. But looking at the way the property market is keenly competitive now, I'm planning to roll out a 5-year payment plan,
Okay.
right? And the keys would be given to the buyer so long as they've paid up to 70% of the property price, and the remaining 30% can be spread for an extra 2 years after
Yeah.
completion. Right.
Wow.
Right. And this goes typically for the investment buyers,
Yes.
because with that you can also use a portion of your rental to offset the
To offset
price
it.
or the cost of the unit.
Wow. I like the fact that you're thinking ahead
Yes.
about for your investors as well.
Yes.
So that goes to show that they think Daimler Homes think ahead
Right.
for you. And so, like I said, that 2 units we've mentioned already. But let's move on to your next phase. I know you've already started other construction.
Yes.
And what is new? What can others buy into in terms of off plan to take advantage of what you just mentioned?
So currently we have Vix Court. That's in Tse Addo.
Okay.
Tse Addo is also another location that sounds like it's fire, but it's actually one of the most sought after locations now. And at Vix
So what
Court,
are some of the landmarks? That's what I do. That people can associate with, maybe 1 or 2.
1 or 2 trade fair. So yes, so the major landmark in Tse Addo is trade fair. So Tse Addo is all of that parcel of land behind trade fair.
Okay.
And with the construction of the road between Burma Camp to Flower Pots, it's opened up Tse Addo immensely. And even with the construction of the flyover, typically now, because my office is in East Legon, it takes me approximately 10 minutes, because I live in Tse Addo.
Okay.
It takes me approximately 10 minutes to leave my office.
To get to.
Just to get home on a daily, and it's stress free. And I fell in love with Tse Addo way back in 2018,
Yeah.
right, when I saw the potential. and I saw other developers, go in,
Yeah.
and then also saw the kind of developments that were coming up there.
Yeah.
Right. And so it was a dream to have a development there.
Yeah.
And this Vix Court is fulfilling that dream.
Wow. I've seen the development. It's beautiful. Those are also townhouses as well. And I mean, you see for yourself, they're finishing. When is the completion for
Vix?
Vix, yeah.
So Vix is scheduled to be completed in August 2025.
Wow.
Yes, and we started construction in April 2024.
Okay.
Yes, so and we are on course to completing Vix Court.
Wow. So you hear that? That's like 12 months.
That's about
construction.
That's about 12 to 15 months.
12 to 15 months. Okay.
You
So what is the what is the size in terms of the units?
Right.
How many bedrooms?
So there are 4-bedroom
unit.
townhomes that are 340 square meters in size.
Okay.
And then there are 3-bedroom townhomes that are 245 square meters in size. But these are triplexes, 3-story structures. The community comes with a pool and a gym as well. Right. And at Vix, not to sound like a broken record, but I have 1 unit available as well.
Wow. It's not even completed and it's just 1 unit. That tells you how good Daimler Homes is, how trusted, how people are committed. And I'm sure they are all repeat customers. So it's only 1 left. How many units do you have in total there for that gated community?
It's 8 units.
It's 8 units. Yes. I like the fact that it's not too huge. It's that small family.
Exactly.
That cozy. It's got everything.
Because that development was tailored for owner-occupier buyers. So it's not really an investment development, or an investment property. It's something that you want to buy, live in, and enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen. I think it's a dream home.
Yes.
It's a place you dream about, and you want to stay there with a family. So yes, it's beautiful. I mean, you see the pictures for yourself, and I cannot wait to see the finished work in August. And I say we'll deliver.
Yes.
Because we've been to the site, we've seen how you are progressing, and I like the fact that you stick to your word. Whenever you say, you deliver it. Yeah. So that's amazing. So after Vix Court, what is next? So
currently we have Keelson Courts as well.
Keelson?
And that's in East Legon.
Okay.
That's a 10-story structure.
Okay.
With 42 apartments.
Wow.
And that started last year, July.
Okay.
We're scheduling to finish in 2027, and construction is currently ongoing. After Keelson Courts, we have Casa Viva, that's in airports.
So before we go to Casa Viva, so Keelson Court is apartments. How many bedrooms?
So studio 1 and 2 bedrooms.
Okay.
And then I have duplexes like this unit there.
Okay.
2-bedroom duplexes and a 3-bedroom duplex as well.
Wow.
All right. Or let's say a 3-bedroom penthouse, because it's on the 9th and 10th floor, and you just have 2 units on in that floor. So those are very luxurious units.
I can imagine, because even with this duplex that we are sitting in,
yes,
the finishing and everything is amazing.
And that duplex is 450 square meters.
Wow.
So about twice the size of this.
Again, a dream home. If you're looking for a penthouse,
yes,
go no further. And it's in the heart of East Legon as well.
Yes.
I love that. That's great.
Okay, so from Keelson, there's Casa Viva. Yeah. That's in airports. Along the Nyaho stretch, that's Kofi Annan Street. And that's a mixed-use development. We have some restaurants there, we have townhouses, and we have apartments.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm scheduling to start construction in August.
This year.
This year. And all is in line to, for construction to start, for us to break ground.
Okay.
And we're looking at a maximum construction period of 30 months.
30
months. It's a fairly big,
that's a huge one.
Yes, it's a huge one. And the mindset is to almost increase the ROI there by close to 20%.
How are you going to do that?
Okay, so we've come to understand that even though apartments give bigger sizes, a little bit of more luxury than hotels,
yeah,
we are undercharging because hotels tend to give more.
Yes.
So at Casa Viva, there's a spa, there's a restaurant, there's a cafe, there's a laundromat, everything. So you're going to have hotels style services.
It's a whole lifestyle, it's a whole experience.
Lifestyle. Yeah. So for renters, you get the room service and all of that like you are in a hotel, which is not typical when you are in an apartment.
Of course.
Right.
Of course.
The rates would come with breakfast.
Wow.
Yes, because if you come down, at least you want to get your first meal of the day.
Exactly.
Yes,
That's important.
sorted out.
Yes.
Right. But you don't get, similar services here.
No.
Right. But there you can get that. If you are tired, for a little fee, you can get, go to the spa, enjoy yourself. We have a pool on the mezzanine, so it's
Okay.
it's closed, it's covered. You can have ample space to
You
leisure.
can go anywhere.
Yes,
basically.
exactly.
You come in there.
And it's in the heart of airport. So
Okay.
with that, we are hoping that the daily rates would be at least 20% higher than what you typically see in airports. All right, that promises to give our patrons something better than what they see on the market.
Okay. So whereabouts in airport is that? Because that's a great location.
Yeah, so it's on the Nyaho stretch.
Okay. Yes. You do.
So after Nyaho, there's an insurance company. After the insurance company, it's Casa Viva.
Wow.
So
How do you find all these great locations? You don't have to say. You don't have to give your secret out, but yes.
Oh no, I tell you that. Yeah, from 2017 to 2022, I got to cut my teeth in understanding at least the A, which is land acquisition. Right. So I'm just putting that into practice. Yes.
Wow.
And when you show integrity, right, and all of that resilience, you tend to have these things come to you.
Yes.
You don't have to really struggle to get them. You tend to get that and them come to you.
It's been amazing. It's been great.
Thank you.
Talking to you. We've walked through everything that you are doing, what you have completed, what you are in progress to complete, and what you are thinking about. And I just love the fact that Daimler Homes think ahead in terms of what the investor will get in return. So I believe when you buy it, you're not just buying a property, you are buying a whole package, you are buying an experience, you are upgrading your experience actually. When I think about what you're saying about Casa Viva, that is amazing. The location is great. It's not, you need to start buying into it. You need to contact PropRentSale. You need to start, don't wait till you get all your money ready. It can be tailored to your pockets. And then you can start paying bit by bit, even before the construction. And it's much easier and even cheaper when you actually buy it before the launch or before the ground is broken. Have I told the truth?
Yes, you have.
I have. So thank you once again, Kwabena.
Welcome, Wesley.
And it's been a pleasure talking to you today.
Thank you too.
And yes.